everyone. Welcome to Comics Price Guide presents Tales from the Geek. I'm Aaron the Mechanic.
And I'm Michael.
And we are here in Austin at Dragon's Lair.
Comics and fantasy is what we have here. We have a couple books this week, along with some other news and fun stuff. So
he sounds so excited.
Yeah, I'm always excited.
A lot
about
of
comics.
fun stuff for you.
You know me. I'm always excited about comics.
What's not to be excited about?
Exactly.
Especially this one.
Yeah, this one especially, Aaron, if you like.
Oh, I mean, you can go ahead. I was just going to say, Avatar Last Airbender.
This is technically volume 10 in the Avatar graphic novels, but it's like the start of a new storyline, so, you know, it's fine, whatever. This one I really like because it's like all about Prince Zuko, or Fire Lord Zuko now, because it's sort of set after the show.
Spoiler, but yeah.
Spoilers on a 5-year-old show, no. But it's definitely really good. It's all about Zuko. It's all about him sort of fighting off resistance groups in the Fire Nation, all kinds of cool stuff.
So they're trying to resist his rule?
Yeah,
it's Zuko. He's awesome.
Their big thing is that they like his dad. They think his dad did a better job at it. Yeah.
His dad was crazy.
His dad was crazy, as was his sister. Spoilers. But,
oh yeah, spoilers, 5-year spoilers.
If you haven't watched Avatar by now, you're missing out. So definitely a good choice. It's very kid-friendly, of course. So
yeah, no
absolutely
joke. And I love Aang. And if you watch the show or the movie,
yeah, no, not
don't
that.
even get me started on that. Oh, you have the next book.
The next one is Neil Gaiman's new book, Sleeper and the Spindle. This is absolutely a good read. I enjoyed it a lot. It's a sort of reimagining of a couple fairy tales, which is interesting. Sleeping Beauty, basically, and Snow White combined into one book. Snow White sort of as a character going to rescue Sleeping Beauty from, you know, the curse that was laid on her.
Wait, Sleeping Beauty, so never mind.
No? There's
I'm gonna ask, but I don't want to spoil anything.
There's some really interesting plot developments, including this one right here that I'm not going to show you because it's very spoilery, but it's definitely a very interesting read. It's got a lot of really nice artwork.
Cinderella's going to save Sleeping Beauty.
Snow White's going to save
Sleeping
Snow
White, sorry.
Yes.
Oh gosh, no, not my princesses.
Maybe you should read it.
That's true. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Those are our books really for this week that we like to show you. But we do have some other cool stuff.
Oh, a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Hellboy.
Hellboy in Hell.
Mm-hmm. Number 8 is coming out, which is really exciting because there has been a delay in some of the Hellboy books. So.
Yeah, it's been a little slow coming out, so it's always exciting to see an issue of that. We have the final volumes of 3 titles from Marvel. It's going to be Black Widow, Loki, Agent of Asgard, and Punisher. The last volumes of all of those are coming out this week, and so pick those up if you read those series. I do. They're all very good.
So you recommend all 3 of them?
Absolutely. Definitely Loki, actually, is my favorite out of those 3 titles.
I do like Loki, though.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And Batgirl, really popular, number 44, is coming out this week.
Always a new issue. Seeing that is always good, so, yeah. We talked about Deadpool versus Thanos, number 1, and number 2 is coming out this week as well, so if you liked that, checked it out, definitely pick that one up.
And if you didn't, pick up both, and then...
Yeah, go watch the video where we talked about number 1, and then come back and read number 2.
Exactly. Especially because of the Deadpool dolls that we have.
Yes, as we talked about last week, the Deadpool and Harley knit dolls that we can talk about.
And you could be winning them. We'll talk about it at the end, so stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Let's see, what else we have going on? Doctor Who, 4 Doctors.
Yeah, that crossover.
Is it over?
Final issue is this week, number 5. So if you're enjoying that, which, if you're reading it, I imagine you are.
And if you aren't, you should be.
Yeah, Doctor Who, always great, always a lot of fun. The next thing is Orphan Black. The first volume of that is coming out this week.
Okay,
the first
which
trade.
came first? The show?
The show did. The show.
I know.
Which, I was just talking to Aaron, great show. If you haven't watched Orphan Black, you absolutely should. Number 1 was one of the highest selling comics when it came out, so first trade, always good to read those as well.
Do it. Let's see. Star Wars stuff?
Yeah, we're always getting new Star Wars stuff in. There's all kinds of, especially here at Dragon's Lair, there's all kinds of Star Wars merch, toys, apparel.
Especially because the movie's coming out soon, and
Absolutely.
we got the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And all then, sort of finally, we have new issue of Previews, which if you don't know what Previews is, it's a magazine that sort of shows you all kinds of cool stuff that'll be coming out at your friendly local comic store like us. So if you like seeing what's coming out, Previews is definitely your go-to magazine.
Yeah, and oh man, we have some news that we haven't even touched on yet. Marvel Universe.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Any X-Men fans out there, you might want to plug your ears. It's not gonna be pretty.
We might be seeing a little less of the mutants out there, unfortunately.
Yeah, Marvel's going with a sort of Inhuman versus mutant bent in their comics coming up soon.
Seems like mutants aren't going to be winning that one.
They're not going to be around very much longer.
At least no new ones.
No new ones, yeah. The current ones, they'll be staying around, but
you can't get rid of them.
No,
not
that easily. But they are doing a sort of Inhuman mutant conflict. The mutants are sort of not able to. Not necessarily reproduce is the word, but
they became sterile, so yes.
Sort of, yeah, I guess.
But the question is, do you think it's because of the whole Fox thing?
I don't know if it's necessarily a direct result of that, but I think that's definitely a playing factor in it.
Business-wise, I understand.
There's no reason for them to promote characters they can't make any profit off
right.
of. Marvel is a business in the end, so it makes sense to me.
Yeah, me too. So that's pretty much all the news. Oh, let's tell them how they can win Harley and Deadpool. Last week, if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. We have cute little knit figures of Deadpool and Harley.
They're very cute.
Almost said it backwards.
Harley and Deadpool?
Yeah, but I mean, that would have been fine. But anyway, so the Craft by Melody, she made them, and we're giving them away. So if you like this video and share it, we are going to be calculating up points. You get 1 point for liking and 3 points, 3 points for sharing. So you can have 4 points total over the past 2 weeks, and whoever is left, so what, that's 8 points total for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
8 total.
I've commonly known 4 plus 4 to be 8.
Yes, oh thank God, my math is still good.
If I did my incredibly simple math correctly.
Calculator watch.
Let me get my abacus out real quick.
Exactly.
8 points.
So whoever has 8 points, then we will put them in a drawing, and at that point, not next week, but the week after, we will be drawing here on the air.
Absolutely.
So good luck, everyone, and we will see you guys later, handing it over to the Big Bang Life.
I'm Rob Easter with thebigbanglife.com, and I'm working on a Magneto chest plate. This is part 2 of the series, so if you tuned in last week, you saw that I took a template and I actually traced out the template using an X-Acto knife so that I can have a guide to do my 3D effects on this piece of foam. One of the things that you want to think about when you're about to apply heat to foam is that foam is very toxic. It gives off fumes that is carcinogens when you heat it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're in a well-ventilated area. I'm actually going to open up my garage door here in a second, and I'm going to set up a fan so it blows the fumes outside the garage. Respirator, like I will be wearing a respirator for some of this stuff. I'm not going to do it on this because I'm not doing a whole lot of foam or heating of the foam. But this will also seal your product. There's like little pores all in this, and you want them to kind of close up. It's going to open up so that we have a guide when we're using our Dremel tool to give it this 3D effect. So let's do it. Okay, I have my fan set up. I have the garage doors open so that I have plenty of ventilation. I've got my heat gun, and I'm gonna heat it up and see how it goes. Okay, as you can see, the heat actually separated the foam around where I used the X-Acto knife to cut out for my template. The problem is that my cuts weren't exactly precise because, I'm just looking at the template and everything like that. So you can see where some of your edges haven't come together and everything like that. So the next step that you want to do is to actually go back in with your X-Acto knife and kind of clean up inside where the foam is not connected and you need to make the connections. Again, be really careful to not cut through your foam all the way or anything like that. You're just wanting to do the same motion that you did for the first part, but all you're doing is cleaning up and then we're going to reheat it again and see if we can get it a little bit smoother. Okay, so I went through and I've retraced all my lines with my X-Acto knife again, making sure that I make all the connections that was missed the first time, and going just as tight. I just run it through everything just to make sure that I had a nice smooth transition between them. What I'm hoping is that this time when I heat the foam, I'm going to get a little bit wider spread on all of my stuff. My connections will all be made, and that'll make it a lot easier for the next part.